Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shona.
And tonight we're just Shona's got a little project here she wants to go over and present everybody, and I'm just kind of along for the ride tonight.
Yes, you are.
Good deal.
So, for the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to put this show together. It's taken a lot of organizing, coordinating, some work in the shop. And so Brian and I are going to be hosting a party around Christmas time for a few friends, and it's going to be a cocktail themed party. So I thought, what better idea to have cocktail themed gifts as party favors and stuff for games and stuff that we will be playing. So I put together 10 bourbon themed cocktail single cocktail kits. And so I have 10 different cocktail recipes, and we're going to be putting in jars. So we have a laser, I know we've mentioned before, out in our woodworking shop, and so I made these cool little tags as the name of the cocktail on it. This one happens to be Revolver, and then if you flip it over, it has the ingredients that you need and then how to mix it together. So these will be the tags that we'll be putting on the containers. And in front of me, you'll see that I have lined up all the little ingredients to go in it. Of course, you know, Brian's favorite's Bullet Orange, so we got all little minis of Bullet.
But yet I didn't get any of them.
No, you did not, because I took all 10 of them.
Yep.
There's 10 in a pack, and we used all 10. And then it calls for various things. Like this one calls for coffee liqueur. Well, I obviously couldn't find a little 50 ml bottle of it. So I found these 1 ounce sample jars that I've used throughout these ingredients for simple syrup and other things. So I just put those into 1 ounce sample jars. I got these off of Amazon. I'll be sharing a link in the description for the jars that I got off of Amazon. They're quart size jars. Now you can use like the ball mason, the wide mouth mason jars if you want to, but I saw these jars on Amazon and they're super cute, so I had to had to get them with the wood lids. And then also a lot of the recipes call for bitters. And so I wasn't able to find little small things of bitters, so I just got these little dropper jars, and I put bitters down in them where they can just pull it up and drop in their drops of bitters. So I think we are ready to start putting some of these together.
Good deal.
Will you hand me a jar?
Sure will.
All right, so the first one, like I said, is the Revolver. And in it goes your 50 ml bottle of bourbon. And I put some of the decorative shred down in here just to kind of, you know, give it some, I don't know what you want to say, some
eye appeal.
Some eye appeal, some to make it pretty. And then we're just going to put down in your other ingredients. That's the coffee liqueur going in. And then it took orange bitters, so I got a little dropper of that. And it also takes an orange peel for garnish. Getting these down in here might be a little bit tricky to get sitting up with that grass. So I got clementines, because you know oranges are a little bit big, so clementines work. And obviously, you know, I know that we're in September and I want these for around Christmas time, so please note that I understand that I do have to replace the fruit on them. So anyways, you put it all down the jar and you'll put your lid on it. Now, if you're using a mason jar or something like that, you can always like get some fabric, do something with some cardstock paper, the craft kit paper, to make it a little bit more eye appealing, however you wish to decorate those up. And then I'm just going to pull the ribbon through, wrap that around the little knob, Pull it tight,
Just like that.
just like that. And we got our first one done.
Cool.
So I'll let you kind of stack those over there. You'll okay, grab another one. Or I guess I can stack it here, back here if you want me to.
Here, let me help.
Hey, thanks. So the next one is the peanut butter cup old fashioned. This is a recipe that we kind of created together, and it's on one of our shorts.
Yeah, we need to do a long video on that one.
Yeah. So it takes the mini bottle of bourbon. Just sit that down in there. It also takes a mini bottle of the Screwball, which is the peanut butter whiskey. And it takes chocolate bitters. And of course, for garnish, nothing but a Reese cup will do. Give me a look. So out on our blog that we have, I will have all of these recipes on a downloadable file that I did, like a PDF download, where you can print these tags out and print them off on cardstock or whatever you have. If you want the wood tags, you can always reach out to us in comments, email us off of our blog. All that stuff will be in the description file. We'll be happy to make you some wood tags if you would like any for your kits. The next one is Commodore 64. I have not tried this cocktail yet.
I have not either.
But I have to tell you, I am anxious to try it sometime. It takes bourbon. And this one, Brian's going to have to help me say. It's white creme de
Cacao.
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 Cacao. Right, white creme de. I can't say it. Cacao.
Creme de cacao.
Creme de cacao. So, it's like a chocolate, like a white chocolate liqueur is what it is. It smells really good. When I was pouring it into the bottle, it smells really good. It takes some grenadine. It just takes regular bitters. And it takes some orange juice and lemon juice, and then you can use the orange peel to garnish it. In there. Make sure I don't have that one quite in there yet. Let me move this up so the lemon will go down there. And there it goes. The dropper was holding it up.
Shona loves the crafty stuff. I, on the other hand, have zero patience.
Next one is classic old fashioned. Who doesn't love an old fashioned? That happens to be one of my very favorite cocktails. Is just a simple old fashioned. Of course, bourbon, some simple syrup, bitters, Brian's dinging, and a clementine. And next up is a New York Sour. So it takes the bourbon, it takes some simple syrup, it takes red wine, which I don't know if you've ever made a New York Sour.
I've not.
But this is kind of like your other shot that you do, and you had to pour this on the back of a spoon so it separates.
Okay.
And then it does take lemon juice, and of course you garnish it with a lemon peel. Any of these you want to try yet?
All of them, really.
I believe we made a revolver on one of our shorts as well.
We did, yeah. One of our first shorts maybe was a revolver.
It was, and I can tell you, it has to be. It's a one cocktail for me, but it is so good. But it is really rich, I would say. It's very good. Next is a Kentucky Mule, and I think your first or second show was Kentucky Mules.
Yeah.
Different flavors.
Second
Second
show, yeah.
So we have bourbon, we have ginger beer, and
you found what, 8-ounce cans?
No, these are only 5 ounce, like 5.07 ounce.
So they would fit down in your jars.
Yeah, we like the bottles, the glass bottles, but the glass bottles were too tall for this, along with the mini wine bottles. They wouldn't fit down in here either. And I only needed an ounce, so I went ahead and poured that in to an ounce jar. And then, of course, a mule, you need lime juice and a lime peel or wheel for garnish. Let me move this over so maybe you can get that in there.
Fits like a glove.
Yes, it does. And our next one. It was kind of challenging, honestly, to find 10 bourbon cocktails that I could find the ingredients to actually fit in the jar. Because there's a lot of good ones out there, but they take a lot of ingredients, and there was like no way I was going to get everything in a jar.
Well, let's be honest, a 5-gallon bucket wouldn't be near as attractive.
No, it wouldn't. Okay, and our next one is the bourbon highball, and it takes a club soda, which if you could find smaller cans, that would be great. These are, I think, 7-ounce cans, 7.5 ounce cans. But like I said, if you could find a little bit smaller ones, that would be great. Of course, it takes your bourbon. And with the bourbon highball, you can either garnish that with a lemon peel or an orange peel. So we're going to use a clementine. I'm going to scoot that down in there. Put that in there.
Perfect.
I don't know if we can scoot it on down to the bottom a little bit. There we go. Bourbon highball kind of just reminds me of like a gin and tonic or something.
Yeah,
It's just kind of simple. And so then our next one is an Aperol Bourbon Fizz. And so it takes bourbon, of course, your small bottle of bourbon. And I'm going to go ahead and get this club soda down in here a little bit. I'm going to move the grass some so it can sit all the way down in this one, because these club soda bottles cans are a little bit taller. That way we can fit our clementine down there. You take your bourbon, and I'm hiding behind my jars here because I got too many now. And then it takes Aperol and simple syrup. Get that down in there. And a clementine for garnish.
Easy for you to say.
I know. This one's the grass might be a little bit too much down in there. Clementine's pushing it up just a little bit. Maybe after the show I'll move around that grass a little bit because I know it fits down in there. I checked it earlier. Gold Rush takes your bourbon, takes honey syrup, which I made this honey syrup. It is 2 parts honey, 1 part warm water. You just get that mixed up really well. Keeps really well as well. I think I've seen where it will keep a few months, honestly. And it takes lemon juice plus a lemon peel for garnish. Just put that all down in there. And that's number 9. We're almost
there.
to number 10. And number 10 is called a sidecar. It takes bourbon, triple sec. It takes sugar for rimming your martini glass. It takes lemon juice and the lemon peel for garnish.
Simple.
Simple. Alright, so these are your 10 DIY bourbon kits in a jar.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
I know. I honestly, there are 2 that I can't wait to try because I've never had.
Now, none of those ingredients, well, maybe some, but the majority of those ingredients do not need measured, right?
Well, no, the ones in the 1 ounce jars will need measured because
Okay.
they either take a half ounce or 3/4 of an ounce.
So just pour your bourbon in.
Yep, all of them require the 50 ml bottle of bourbon.
Okay.
So you can just pour your bourbon in, but the others will take measuring because I didn't measure out the simple syrup or the bitters. Definitely don't dump in all the bitters because some just take a couple dashes and there's way more than a couple dashes in those jars.
So basically a dash with those droppers is just a drop, right?
Yes, I would say so, or a couple drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ones I can't wait to honestly try is this Aperol Bourbon Fizz and the Commodore 64. The New York Sour I haven't tried either, so I'm anxious to try it.
I mean, we've got ingredients.
I know. We might as well just start mixing these up now.
We probably won't do these, but we have other ingredients.
Yeah. I mean, we got to use the lemon.
Well, yeah, we'll have to use
anyways.
the garnish. But absolutely.
All right. I know that this isn't your favorite type of show because it was kind of crafty, but I think our viewers would like to see something like this, so that
I'm sure there's people out there that are. That's a really cool gift idea. And last year we did mini bars.
we
If
did.
you remember Christmas time.
We did.
We took it just. It was a little larger than this.
It was more square.
Square. It probably would be easier to get the ingredients in, but we actually laser engraved.
Mm-hmm.
They were custom ordered by folks, and we laser engraved whatever they wanted on. But I think one side they all say mini bar.
Yes, and then they filled them with whatever mini bottles they wanted.
I
to
know
fill
we
with.
gave some that we just filled them completely up with airplane bottles of bourbon. But.
Yep.
So that was a cool idea. I think this is even a better idea. I think because it's an actual cocktail.
Yeah, and everything's there that you need besides the glass and the ice.
Yep. Yep. All they have to do is have something to put it in, something to mix it in.
Yep.
Great idea.
Hey,
Good
thanks.
job.
And I hope everybody tries these and enjoys them. So, on our description, I'm going to put our link to our website, and we're just getting that website up and going. So please, be kind. But
That's where the blog will be that has all this
yes,
information.
all the information. I'm going to have a PDF file on there that you can download with these tags and stuff if you want to print out the tags and make your own. But it will have everything that you need to fill your jars. It'll have the links if you like these jars. It'll have the links to the Amazon site and the 1 ounce and the droppers and everything. So I put it all together for everything that you guys would need to create these yourself.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, and if you have any questions, hit us up in the comments. Check out that blog. All the information is going to be on there. I don't know how much you're going to have in the description to the show.
I'm not going to put a whole lot in the description. I'm just going to put that link because I've put everything out on that blog.
Perfect.
So if you'll just click that link, you'll be able to get all the information on this.
And probably they'll find a lot of the other cocktails and things we've done on there also, right?
Just a few, because like I said, we're just getting it started.
Going.
So
Okay.
better just to check out our channel on YouTube.
Great. Well, guys, if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop us a comment, and until next time, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.